feelings about a rivalry, but this one hits different. My blood runs black and gold. So let me tell you, there's 50 years of animosity about to boil over. Cowboys offense?
That is so good.
They're exciting. I give them that. But the Steelers defense is so powerful, you want to run home crying.
TJ Watt.
Cowboys, Steelers. Ooh-wee. I can't wait for Sunday night.
Hope you're ready for the next.
Yep. Pardon me, I smoke Penners only, but I had to put one in the air for Uncle Snoop. He's right, man. It's a historic matchup. Not only have the Cowboys and the Steelers met in 3 different Super Bowls, the Cowboys won the most recent one. 2 historic franchises, pillars of the NFL, if you will. And most of all, my uncle likes the Dallas Cowboys. He compared our Steelers to a high school team at the beginning of the year. He said, oh man, the Cowboys play Big Red on October 6th. Very funny, Uncle Cleo. Very funny. We got to win this game. Let's woosah. Last week's over. We know we should have beat the Colts. We didn't beat them. It is what it is. Let's not let it happen again. Normally, I'd be pretty nervous for this type of matchup with a quote-unquote high-powered offense on the other side. But just like last week, I'm very optimistic about this game. I think we can win this game, and I'm going to tell you a few reasons why. So, excuse me. We're going to go over a couple things about the game, couple thoughts on the roster, some injury reports from both sides, couple free agency moves we may touch on at the end of the video. I doubt it. My overall thoughts on our team going forward, who's going to play, how we can survive in some key positions. And the Davante Adams trade news, yeah, we're not going to touch on that. I still have PTSD from the Brandon Ayuk deal that never happened. That was going to be a guaranteed thing that never happened. So we're gonna actually put that on the back burner. I think he's going to go to the Jets or he's going to go to the Saints is where I think. But all right. First things first, we got to go over the numbers, man. We got to talk about our Steelers. So let's see, actually, let's go here. Our Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-1 after 4 games, baby. Let's go. Now you got to celebrate the positives. We're going to try to be mainly positive on this. We'll touch on some negative stuff, but it's mainly going to be a positive show. Justin Fields currently coming in at 830 yards over 4 games. Najee's at 228 over 4 games. George Pickens is at 284. Justin Fields at 830. I mean, he could easily be at 1,000. We know about the penalties and yada yada. Justin Fields not bad track. Najee Harris, I think we all want to see more out of Najee. I'm Najee Jersey. I'm a big Najee fan. But the 228 yards may be a little deceptive. I'll show you here. I'll show you why here in a moment. It may matter, it may not. George Pickens at 284. So let's do this here. I wanted to again kind of give a shout out to Justin Fields, man. I know I've been kind of being a big Justin Fields rider here lately, so I'll try to calm that down a bit. But I tell you what, man, I like what I see out of this guy. And we see last week he was 22 of 34. 312 yards is crazy. I'm not going to lie. Majority of that had to be in the second half. He had 1 touchdown throwing, but he did have 2 touchdowns on the feet, with his feet, giving him 3 total. But yeah, unfortunately, he did have the 2 fumbles. One of them he lost, which I think was BS. I think his elbow was down. Nonetheless, he ended up having 2, which we know was the last one was the most costly one. And like I said, we're moving on. But like I said, Justin Fields, man, I honestly really like what I see out of this guy. And I'm excited to watch him play throughout the season. You see, I got my Justin Fields jersey on. I still got the tag hanging. I'm debating on if I want to send it back. It's a little small, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, let's go back here. All right, here we go. I wanted to talk about the defense because, yeah, we had a bit of a stinker last week. We all know that, but look at all the green still. We're number 2 in points still, even after giving up we give up 27 points. We're still second in points, 4th in yards. First, I looked this up. This is play action. At least that's what Google said. So we're first against play action. And we're 6th in average yards a game, 3rd in rush yards, 5th in attempts, 2nd on the average. Passing kind of took a little bit of a dip. We're 11th in passing yards now, but still 6th in attempts. 3rd in first downs, 6th in rushing first downs, and 9th in passing first downs. So that's really good. And 10th in penalty yardage. So, I assume that's, making them jump, holding, whatever. It should be number 1 if they were counting all the holds against TJ Watt, if we'll be honest. But that's where we're at. But offense, I know the offense is a bit of a struggle. The numbers and, looking at the wrong thing. Our rankings and our numbers, not quite the best. Let's be honest, they're not the best. We're still number 1 in rushing attempts, which is crazy. And we're 9th in play action, which I feel like we don't. Our play actions are dink and dunks, but a lot of red. We got a lot of red on the board, but we're all watching the same game, right? We see the offense trying to pound the ball and pound the ball and pound the ball. There's not always a lot of room out there. Our more explosive guys in Patterson and Warren have been hurt. They're the ones who got, the speed, where Najee's more of a bruiser. So our rushing game's lacking a bit, but it's not dead in the water. It's still a work in progress, and we have young offensive linemen. I want everybody to remember we have young offensive linemen. I'm not saying that as an excuse. I'm just saying we need to maybe not temper our expectations, but we know that they got to work through it. The rushing game usually gets better as the season continues. Look at last year, and I think even the year before. We didn't think Najee come anywhere close to 1,000. He's hit it all 3 years, so just give it a little bit of time. The passing game, the second half, man. Look at the second half of that game. When we got to open it up, we can open it up. I think we can be more aggressive. I think the time for aggression has to come earlier in the game. I'm not a coach. I play NCAA. I like to get some points on the board. I like having breathing room, especially against teams with high-powered offenses. I just don't like the idea of making the defense have to do too much. Running the ball is essential to allow the defense to breathe, run the clock, and all these different things. I'm not saying go against the run. I'm not saying that. I think we should actually have some of those design runs for Justin that he did at the end of the Colts game, or, QB draw. You got Najee and the lineman. A lot of times I saw McCormick running up the hole, clearing it out. Justin Fields running behind that. I like that play. As long as I'm not saying we got to spam that because we don't want Justin to get hurt. He looks like he's pretty good at protecting himself so far. But just mixing it up a little bit, maybe put somebody in the backfield, let them run it, whoever's got some speed. But I feel like the plays are there to be made. We just gotta be a little creative. I think we'll be all right. So as far as our passing game, we saw Justin Fields go out there and sling it in the second half of last game. He's got a cannon of an arm. The talent is there. I know the big thing with some reading defenses, maybe you don't ask him to go out there and throw it 50 times. Let's kind of play the middle here. It doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. Let's kind of balance it out a little bit more. Maybe pass on earlier downs, run on later downs, mix it up. That's what I would do. I'm not offense coordinator, but I feel like that would be my calling. I feel like I could call some plays, and there's just some creative ways you can move the ball. So part of, honestly, it is a good segue. So I wanted to actually bring up Dallas's numbers here. Let's see. I got them hiding that right here. So I wanted to bring up Dallas here because first thing, Dak Prescott, we got to watch out for him. But I wanted to point out these rushing yards. Dallas is not a good rushing team. They are not a good rushing team. These are the numbers of a team that's having real struggles in the rushing game. We're struggling, but like I said, there's plays to be made. Like you could see, like it could be there. Like we could get it there. Dallas has no rushing game. Knock on wood. Same thing we said about these damn Colts last week. This game script is all the same. Indy read the game script. Joe Flacco came in and torched us. Dallas is going to read that same game script that they read, but they're going to actually read it of a team who beat us. So we gotta lock in. Like this is serious because although their rushing game's not there, the Colts wasn't rushing the ball the best either. Now, granted, they have a much higher talent in Jonathan Taylor. I mean, the dude's a monster. So this is a game we should be able to hold on to the run a lot better than we did last week. Like I said, Dak Prescott's a weapon. I don't think he runs that much anymore since his injury. But he'll still sit back there in the pocket and throw the ball. And this is number one man, CeeDee Lamb. You got to watch out for this guy. I've lost a good bit of money betting on the Cowboys, which is why another reason why I'm not a big fan of the Cowboys. But I am a fan of CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb normally covers. He normally covers for me. So we got to watch out for this guy, man. He's the problem. They said they put him in the backfield a couple times, I heard, and just let him run the ball. Like, bro, what? So anyway, yeah, we got to watch out for CeeDee Lamb, which is obvious. But Dallas is 2-2. They're hungry for a win. Their division, I was going to say, they don't want to slip away because, yeah, them and the Eagles are both 2-2. And the Commanders are just lighting it up right now. So, they're going to be trying to keep pace. But, I mean, we look at their numbers like, yikes. Again, knock on wood. Their numbers are a lot of red here, a lot of red. So I always like starting with the defense, man. They give up a lot of points. They're 25th in points. They're 24th in yards, 25th in play action, 25th in average yards. The average yards again. Am I reading that right? I don't know. 25th in rushing yards, 26th in rushing attempts. Like, I know I said this same shit last week. We should run the ball this game. Like, I know I was open for like throwing the ball too, but I'm saying when I say we should run the ball this game, I mean we should be successful running the ball. The only problem is everybody's hurt. All our running backs are hurt. We got Najee, and we have that Simpson dude or Simpson dude. I can't remember his name. He played last week. If they trust giving him the ball, I trust him running the ball. I'll rock with him. If Mike Tomlin's rocking with him, that's all I can really say. I don't know this man at all. But, I mean, they're both going to be back there. I don't know if putting George Pickens back there and letting him try to run the ball is the move. I don't know if Calvin Austin running the ball is the move because he's so small. Like, not saying all the time, but like a couple plays here and there while, people get healthy. Because you will really want to run the ball this game. Maybe Justin on some design QB reads, some design QB draws. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of red here, so we know as far as our offense, if we come out firing and just actually act like we want to win the game rather than just try not to lose it, that old cliche, just go out and just, let's have some fun, man. Let's try and beat their ass, man. Let's not play around. Let's go play some football. And as far as their offense, their numbers might not be the best. We know their struggles on the run game, which you talked about. They have some personnel issues too, as far as, they don't have a lot of guys to run the ball for them. I don't even know who that one dude was. He doesn't even have a picture. No disrespect to him. I hope, he has a quiet game against us as well. But, we got to lock in. The Cowboys are a very talented team. There's a Sunday night football game for a reason. There's a lot of history behind these teams, and it's any given Sunday, man. But we got to lock in and we got to play ball. Now, let's go over a few injuries. It's a little rough out here, man. It's a little rough. Russell Wilson, we'll go ahead and skip over Russ. We all know that Russ is probably going to be healthy enough to play either this week based on what Mike Tomlin said earlier in the week. But we know Justin Fields is preparing as the quarterback. So it's null and void as of this week, because I'm honestly kind of worried about what Mike Tomlin's going to do here going forward. But be that as it may, Jaylen Warren, he's still out. He had that hamstring. Now he's got a knee issue. I don't really like it. Jaylen Warren's my dog. I think he's going to also be the future. Him and Justin Fields in the backfield on a read option. That's scary, man. That's a scary sight. And I know Arthur Smith was probably waiting to pull that card, and we just can't right now. So we'll save it for later in the season. Rest up. Jeremiah Moon. I don't know if I'm mistaken this dude with the guy who retired. So I swear this dude played for us last year. And then he retired before he came back this year in the offseason. But this looks to be a different guy. Said he was pretty young. So Nick Herbig, I know he was dealing with something. He got hurt during the game. He came back. He was a little limited in practice this week. Right here. But he's going to play. They said he's going to play. Hopefully he plays. Alex Highsmith, he's still out. He's probably going to be out for a little while, unfortunately. Rest up. Isaac Seumalo, I think he's probably going to play. I'll be honest with you. I think he's going to play. Do I want him to play this week? No. I would prefer that he waits until next week. Not that I don't want him to play. I would love for him to play. I would love for Isaac Seumalo to play. Let him rest up another week. I don't want to risk anything with how much bad luck we're having on the offensive line. I don't want him to come back too early. If he's not ready, let him sit for another week, maybe even two. Fuck it. Mikael Pruitt, man, we only got to see this dude in week 1, and he played a lot. I think he caught a couple passes. He's blocking. He's out. He's out, bro. He's hurt. I don't know when he's coming back. Hopefully it's sometime soon, but he's not playing. Cordell Patterson, he's not playing. We saw that drive he had. Everybody I've been watching this week says they think we would have won with him still in the game. I agree. I think we would have won without the fumble. Which one you asked, the George one or the Justin Fields one? Yes. My answer to that question is yes. Moving on, we're last week is last week. Keanu Benton, he's going to play. Cameron Hayward's going to play. Ogunjobi's going to play. That we're good there. Cowboys, man. I know we're hurting, but they're hurting too. I know they had their corner was out. Let's see. Brandon Cooks is out. Brandon Cooks. As soon as the Indy game kind of settled, and I was looking forward to this game, I was scared of Brandon Cooks. This man can fly, even though he's old as shit. He can still fly, but he's out. I don't want to say I'm excited that he's out. I hope he's not hurt bad, but he's not playing, so that's good. Micah Parsons, that's a big one. He was going to be going up against either, Broderick Jones, or he's going to be going up against Dan Moore. Yeah, he's out. So rest up, big dog. I think TJ's better than you, but I'm a big fan. I'm actually a big fan of him. I like Micah Parsons. So rest up. He's not playing. Trayvon Diggs, questionable. We don't know. But didn't they have another corner? I thought they had two corners were both hurt. Am I tripping? Is this him? Is it Carson? Is that the other dude? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. So, yeah, he's questionable. This is what I was hearing about. Both their corners were hurt. They may play, though. But, yeah, as of right now, they're questionable. So, they could possibly be without, their all-pro defensive player of the year caliber edge rusher. They could possibly be without their two corners and their number 2 receiver. So, we're both hurting. This is, the part of the year where everybody's just hurt. It is what it is. All right, so moving on. I wanted to kind of look at our depth chart real quick. I kind of wanted to go over our guys a bit because it just makes it easier if I can see it. I can't always go off the top. So, Van Jefferson, my guy, we want to see more out of you. We want to see more out of you. Let me say this. Van Jefferson, these niggas been talking shit. I'm sorry, I just gotta say it. All season, my guy. All off season. Brandon Ayuk, all off season is all I saw on Facebook. It's all I saw on YouTube. I'm so tired of the wide receiver maybe talks. I may do a separate video on that later. Van Jefferson, we need you, bro. You can do better. You'll be all right. You'll be all right, nigga. Keep your head up. Catch the damn ball. Not saying you dropped it. Get open. Get open and catch the damn ball. You'll be all right. Roman Wilson, is he going to play? I'll be honest with you. I doubt it. I don't think he will. Not that he can't. I just don't know if they'll put him in. It's just, sometimes it's just frustrating the way we do things. But hopefully he does. I would love to see it. We just need some more spark. Get Roman Wilson out there. Give him 10 plays. Give him 15 plays. It's a long game. You can sprinkle him in. Dan Moore's been solid. Not spectacular. Not terrible like some years in the past. He's been solid. I fucks with Dan Moore. Just keep grinding. You'll be all right. Isaac Seumalo, is he going to play? I don't know. If he does, that's great. Hopefully, if he does play, he's healthy. If not, you're probably going to see Spencer Anderson slide in there. Spencer's struggled, but he's young. What can you expect? Unless we sign somebody, let the dude get reps. He'll get better as the season goes on. Not every matchup's going to be the toughest matchup in the world. There's going to be some guys that are not as good as the guys he faced the last week, and he'll get better from that. So he'll probably slide in there. Zach Frazier, he's a beast. I think he's going to be an all-pro. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. Justin Fields, catch the snap. As long as we do that, we'll be all right. But please do that shit correctly, man. Please, please. We was going to win that game last week if We was gonna win that game last week, man. We was gonna win. I'm sorry, we was gonna win that fucking game, man. We was gonna win that game. Anywho, Zach Frazier, you're a beast. Keep doing your thing. James Daniels, yeah. RIP to James Daniels season. Dude was having a hell of a year. The only player on the team that wore that big sock and bopper thing on his helmet. I don't know. I'm not mad at it. Stay safe. Do your shit. You know. Feel like banging your head and shit all the time. Pause. That would make it a lot more pleasant. So yeah, he's out for the season. It sucks for him. It's a contract year for him. I think we'll give him some money. He'll be back. He'll be all right. But he's gonna have to rest up for a while. Mason McCormick. He didn't have his best game, but bro, I think it was his first game starting, and I think at first he was starting over here, and then when James Daniels got hurt, he had to come over here, and then Spencer Anderson had to play here, or vice versa. I don't know, but it was a cluster. But you know, they did the best they could. So basically, McCormick's probably going to slide in here. Spencer's going to slide in here, unless Isaiah Malu comes back. Broderick, I think he's getting better. I think he played good last year. Struggled at first, got better. Same thing this year. Struggled at first, he's getting better. We all know he was hurt. I don't know why everybody was acting like he wasn't hurt. He was hurt. So I think Broderick will be all right. Hopefully in the future, you know, we'll get Fonatanu back. Broderick can slide over to the left because I think Dan Moore's got to be on his 4th year of his rookie deal by now, I think. If not, he'll be on it next year, and I don't know if they'll pick up his 5th-year option. Pat Freiermuth. Yeah, I like Pat Freiermuth. This is my dog. He's been balling. I'm glad he got his touchdown, broke his streak. It was like 12 games he didn't have a touchdown. I think he's going to have a big year. I know a lot of people have been calling for that, so Pat Freiermuth, he's been balling. Darnell, I'm so happy to see this giant human being get the ball and run down the field. It's so fun to watch. Broderick Jones, shout out to you. Keep balling. Arthur Smith, call some more plays for Broderick Jones. Call some more plays for Darnell Washington. I don't care if it's a screen, dump off, or if he's just running a route. Get this man the ball. Get him the ball in the goal line situations, please. Connor Hayward, man, I've been kind of waiting to see him do something. Put him at fullback, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, get an extra blocker. Put Najee and him in the game. Let them both clear a lane for Justin Fields. I don't know. Do something. Like, make some shit up. Connor Hayward is way too big of a weapon to not get enough time. But also, he's not a big enough weapon to take really snaps away from these two. So I don't know, put him at some different positions. Play 2 tight ends at the same time, and that way he can kind of fill in for one easier if you already got another one on the field. I don't know. I'm not a coordinator. Najee, we talked about him earlier. I'm not going to really hold on to that too much. Russell Wilson in front of my Justin Fields is not cool, but we know what it is with that. Calvin Austin, I like Calvin Austin, man. I'm not going to say nothing bad about Calvin Austin. He almost broke that punt return last week. He's going to break one. It's going to happen this season. He's going to break one. Just watch out for Calvin Austin. George Pickens, beast. Hold on to the damn ball, please. Quit squeezing the ball with one hand. I'm not telling you how to play football. You're more talented than I could ever wish to be. But my guy, you're too talented to fumble that ball like that, my guy. Just quit doing that shit. You'll be all right. Let's get you over 100 yards. Let's get you in the end zone. Let's get you in the end zone twice. Fuck it. Let's get you in the end zone 3 times. Let's get another 1,000 yards. Let's get 1,200 yards. Actually, let's get 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns this season. We still got time. Let's do it. There's 17 games. Scotty Miller needs to see the field more. Please. Let's get Scotty Miller on the field more, please. He's got sure hands. He can get open, and he knows where the first down marker is. Please put Scotty Miller on the field more. especially if it's between him and Van Jefferson. I want to see Scotty Miller. All right, moving on to defense. Cameron Hayward, beast. That contract extension looks better and better every game. Beast. I don't really got much to say about him. I watch his podcast. That's been getting better as well. He always has a bunch of the teammates on there. It's kind of sweet. And yeah, shout out to Cam Hayward. Keanu Benton, young gun. Still kind of waiting to see him have his, a monster game, but it's coming. Larry Ogunjobi, he's been balling. He looks healthy. He looks explosive. He's made some plays, and yeah, Larry Ogunjobi, he's been balling out this year. Back to Cameron Hayward. That sack on Joe Flacco, man. If he would have if he would have hurt the man and got a 15-yard penalty, it's just as bad as him getting that ball off. It's just as bad because instead of him getting the first down the next play and then scoring, he gets the first down that play. It's a lose-lose situation. They should have blew that play dead. That's on the refs. So yeah. Anyway, T.J. Watt, he got held 50 times last game. No exaggeration. He got held 57 times last game. We all saw it. They never blew the whistle. T.J. Watt does not go a whole game without getting a sack or pass interference or a holding call. It's bullshit. Patrick Queen, people are really harping on Patrick Queen. I mean, I see it too. I mean, could he play better? Yes. Could he make some, those tackles? Yes. He's got to wrap up instead of just laying his shoulder into him. Yes. Patrick Willis, I mean, he's wearing number 6 at linebacker and he's fast. I mean, how can you not like him? He's gonna be all right. He's in a new system, bro. Give him a couple more weeks. If he stinks halfway through the season, which is so unlikely, he doesn't stink now. Then we'll revisit it. Peyton Wilson, he's gonna be all right. He's a rookie. He was a 3rd round pick, I believe. He's raw. He's fast. He's athletic. He's just got to learn the speed of the game, bro. That's what everybody says. The speed of the game is crazy. I can only imagine. And they put him out there in space. He's covering people. So give him some time. Let him learn how to play the zones. Let him learn how to read the QB. Let him how to not get looked off by the QB. And, play the mind game that they all play. So, playing middle linebacker is not it's not a small task. It's a lot of chest. So give him some time. Elandon Roberts, he's a thumper. Pause. I think he's been playing very good this season, and I don't really have too much on him. He just keep doing what you're doing. Alex Highsmith, we knew was hurt. Nick Herbig's going to slide in there. Joey Porter Jr. Oh, yeah, I'm not brushing over Nick Herbig. What has he got? 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He's a beast. Stud. He's a stud. Mr. Herbig. That's Mike Tomlin calls him. He's going to ball. I think he'll have a good game this game. Watch out for Nick Herbig. Joey Porter Jr., 2 missed picks. It's unfortunate. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder. People are saying that was his worst game that he's had. Which I think is saying a lot because he hasn't had too bad a game. So that wasn't even a terrible game. It's just below his standard. That's what I would say. So he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. Same with, I think, with Minka. Minka's been quiet. I'm not saying he's been bad, but he's been quiet. And, there's a 3rd down play. He kind of, I don't want to say he missed. His reaction to the ball when you see it from the back angle, him break on the ball was so quick. But it's just, he let up a 3rd down. I know he's pissed about that penalty that they called on him. That was bullshit. He doesn't have a pick in a while. So I think he's going to be hungry. So Minka Fitzpatrick, we need you to have a breakout game, my dude. I'm gonna buy your jersey. When you get a pick I'm buying your jersey. Get a pick, my nigga. I'm trying to buy that jersey. Come on. Deshaun Elliott, bro. Sean Elliott. Low key. Other than Justin Fields, he might be the best signing of our whole off season, bro. This dude is playing at I don't know if I want to say an all pro level. I don't know if there's first team, second team all pro. Yeah, there's second team all pro. Bro, he is balling. Like, he's coming up and playing in the run game. I think he's got like 1 or 2 picks. He's playing great in his coverage. He's a monster. Like, I'm so happy that we got this guy, and it allows Minka to play more of a coverage role. It's just a perfect yin and yang. Oh, bro, this dude, we got somebody with him. We need to give this guy some money. He needs to stay in Pittsburgh. He is a Pittsburgh Steeler. When you think of a Steeler, this guy is it. Dante Jackson, solid, very solid. I think he's got 1 pick, maybe 2. I know he dropped 1. But yeah, this dude's a baller. I know people were saying he might have got cut from the Panthers, and we could have kept Deontay and all this bullshit, hypothetical this, hypothetical that. Dante Jackson's a baller. He almost ran that one back against Atlanta. He's been playing solid. I know our defense struggled on 3rd down last week. 1 game in 4 games where our defense kind of struggled. Maybe an outlier. Maybe they just caught us slipping. Maybe just Joe Flacco coming in and just burning us. Didn't see it coming. But either way, Dante Jackson, this guy's a baller. I like him. Beanie Bishop, he's holding water, man. This guy is also a rookie, undrafted. He was a story all camp. All camp you heard about this guy until like right before the season started, and you heard that he was kind of falling off. But then he made the team, and then he was our starting nickel. He's had some ups and downs. I think it's not been as bad as like his bad plays just stand out a lot because it like one was a touchdown, and I think another one was like a 15 or 16 yard gain. But I mean, he's solid. We're halfway through. You know, we know that Cameron Sutton's coming back. It'll probably take him a couple games to get, acclimated to playing football again. So, Beanie Bishop, he's holding water. Darius Rush, we let go of him this week. So, Beanie Bishop, it's on you, my guy. You'll be all right. So, I know he's a little undersized, but just gotta trust the work he put in this offseason and make him a starting nickelback for the Steelers from being an undrafted rookie. That's crazy. If you think about it, that's crazy. So, yeah, Beanie Bishop, he'll be all right. So, our punter, bro, we all know Bill Burr got hurt. Shout out to him. His name is eluding me right now. Cameron Johnson, I think. That's Bill Burr, Australian guy. He's cool as shit. But Corliss Waltman, bro, this dude's good. He had a couple punts go through the end zone the first game. So what? He's bombing it. I mean, as long as you're flipping the field, don't shank it. This dude, man, he came in and he's been holding it down. Shout out to him. Chris Boswell, best kicker in the league. I know they was hyping up this other dude, said he was so accurate from 50-plus yards and historic and all this shit. Man, fuck that. Chris Boswell, he's the best kicker ever. Chris Boswell is the last remaining killer bee. Dude went Jordan the first game. LeBron's better. He went Jordan ball 6 out of 6 against Atlanta so he could win that game. Bro, Chris Boswell is certified brass ball baller. I should buy his jersey too. He's one of my favorite players on the Steelers, and he's a kicker. That's saying a lot. And last thing I hit on here is Christian Kuntz. I hope I'm saying his name right. Bro, this dude's got a podcast too. It's cool shit. He has people on there that, have a crazy football journey and not like the high-end players and stuff like that, and just kind of talking shit. He's from Pittsburgh. He went to school in Duquesne, I think. He said he was a linebacker, and he walked on a couple places and in the NFL, or I think don't let me mess up telling his story. But anyway, he's from Pittsburgh and he plays for his home team, and that's a baller ass move right there. And that's our long snapper, and his podcast is dope. So check him out if you ever get the chance. His podcast is dope. And I don't know who our kick returners are. I really don't know. I'm not going to speculate. Both these guys are hurt. And I don't think either one of them returned a kick for us all season. I honestly, I can't recall who has been returning kicks for us. So we'll just ignore that. Calvin Austin, I talked about him earlier. He's going to break one of these punts, man. He's going to break one of these punts. So shout out Calvin Austin. All right, and lastly, I don't know why I do this because I am so bad at betting, but I love it. Knock on wood. And I bet very responsibly, like a few dollars here and there. It's nothing major, but actually before we do this, we got to do our prediction. So obviously I see the Steelers winning. I see us running the ball successfully. I see Justin Fields getting off to a faster start with the with Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith calling a more aggressive game to start. I see us putting up some points here. I think we're going to hit 30. I heard somebody else say that earlier in the week, like Monday or Tuesday, and it's been stuck in my head all week. We can hit 30. Justin can throw 2. He can throw 2 touchdowns and run one in. That's 21. Najee finally gets one. That's 28. And Chris Boswell makes one. He only has to make one field goal. Yeah. 31 points. And the Cowboys, I mean, they're going to score. I think CeeDee Lamb's going to score. Like I said, CeeDee Lamb always covers for me. I think they're going to score. I think they're going to score twice. I think they're going to kick 2 field goals. So what is that, 23? So, holy shit, look at the line. So, what did I say? 23-31. That's 44 points. Holy shit, spam the over. Normally I say spam the under in any Steelers game. I'm taking the over. Oh, that's risky. Our over-under all season has been in the 30s, bro. Like low 30s, mid 30s. It's at 43 as of right now. It's at 43. And I think we're going to go over. That's crazy. I think we're going to go over. It'll be take us on the money line and the spread. Does it make sense to take both? Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll take both. So we said that Najee's going to get one. CeeDee's going to get one. Justin Fields is going to get one. And George Pickens is going to get one. Bro, this is a crazy ticket. I need to chill out. Who are my most likelies? Fuck it. You only live once. Okay. Those are my touchdown scores. I mean, I feel like if you take 4 people for touchdowns, we should probably leave the yards alone. I think that might be enough. So let's see. What would $5 get us? Bro, that's how you know it's a crazy bet. $5 would get $262. And you know there's going to be a profit boost for Sunday Night Football. I might take this. I might put $1 on this. How much would $1 win? I might put $1 on that. But all right, there you have it. I don't know why I clap so much. But all right, that's it. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. My that's a pumpkin back there, by the way. It's a jack-o'-lantern, but my camera's not picking it up too well. But if you're still here, thank you for. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the shit out of you staying here. I know this podcast sucks, but I have fun doing it, and hey, it gives me something to do, and I love my Steelers, and hey, get some Steelers love out there in the universe. So if you do like this video, please like it. Get out there to more Steelers fans. Subscribe here if you love the Steelers. I know my content is very, very random, but appreciate anybody who's here. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. GG's. We'll catch you guys later.